Now, let's go to John Fenolio. He's live in our newsroom again. He's been tracking the latest. John?
Casey, Rick, almost every House Democrat has signed on to the idea of impeaching the president, and there's a renewed effort to urge Vice President Mike Pence to force him from office. Meantime, Washington, D.C.'s mayor wants more security in place for President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration following Wednesday's deadly attack on the Capitol.
A funeral procession to honor slain U.S. Capitol Police officer Brian Sicknick, who was killed Wednesday after confronting an angry mob of pro-Trump rioters. Better run, cops! Thousands of loyal Trump supporters stormed the Capitol shortly after President Trump held a nearby rally and riled up the crowd with false claims of widespread election fraud. The attack resulted in the deaths of 4 other people and the disruption of the certification of President-elect Joe Biden's victory.
I think there was universally accepted that what happened was a terrible, terrible violation.
In an interview with 60 Minutes, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says there is strong support in the House to impeach the president for his role in inciting the attack.
He has done something so serious that there should be prosecution against him.
Pelosi says the House will attempt to pass a measure Monday to call on Vice President Mike Pence and the cabinet to invoke the 25th Amendment to the Constitution and remove the president from office. If he does not, she says Democrats will proceed with impeachment.
This president is guilty of inciting insurrection. He has to pay a price for that.
A handful of Republicans are also calling on the president to resign.
Well, I think the best way for our country, Chuck, is for the president to resign and go away as soon as possible. I acknowledge that may not be likely, but I think that would be best. It does not look as though there is the will or the consensus to exercise the 25th Amendment option.
But the GOP-controlled Senate appears to have little appetite to convict and strip the president of power.
My personal view is that the president touched the hot stove on Wednesday and is unlikely to touch it again. And if that's the case, I think we get every day we get closer to the last day of his presidency.
Democrats argue the president presents a clear danger to the U.S. and could do something erratic during his final days in office.
What if he pardons these people who are terrorists on the Capitol? Sadly, the person who's running the executive branch is a deranged, unhinged, dangerous president of the United States.
Democrats are giving Vice President Pence 24 hours to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove the president from office. House Majority Whip Jim Clyburn says Democrats may wait until after President-elect Biden's first 100 days in office before delivering articles of impeachment to the Senate. And so far, Biden is not intervening, despite numerous calls from mostly Republicans that he do so. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
John, thank you.